we're Simply Made Local. We are an online handmade marketplace at ℍ𝕠𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚.com. We are an Etsy alternative virtual marketplace, and we are the four ladies behind the scenes. I'm Abby.
Ryan. Taylor.
Carrie.
And we're just so happy to be back with you tonight. I don't know about you girls, but I feel a little rusty. I feel like we haven't been together and crafting in forever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
We only missed a week. I don't know. This feels really so, but I'm just so stoked to be back here tonight. We're feeling festive. We've been hard at work doing all sorts of DIY crafting. I was going to tell you guys, so we are the ladies behind that Etsy alternative, that virtual marketplace for amazing handmade products. So if you've never checked us out, please go on over to ℍ𝕠𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚.com. You're going to see a ton of some of the most incredible talent. We've got businesses of all sizes, but all handmade on there, and they are just pumping out the coolest stuff for Christmas.
Yes, some super cool stuff.
Super cool. We carve away some time on Thursdays, and we like to come here with some really fun projects and craft along with you and our fun group on Thursday night. So you can meet us here every Thursday on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I know that we've got a really jam-packed night tonight. So
there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot happening.
Yes,
tonight.
So while we're waiting for a couple people to join in, please, Ryan, tell us what we are doing tonight.
Well, this is a two-part series, actually, so make sure you tune in again next week because you'll get part 2. But tonight is our first part of handmade gifts people actually want to get. So yes, we have scoured the interwebs, mostly Pinterest.
All
make sure
the
you check it out. Yeah. And we're each making a different handmade gift that we'll be giving to people in our lives that we love and that we hope that they'll actually really like. So I am making some microwavable heating pads. Taylor is, I don't even know what you guys are making.
So secret.
We're kind of like keeping them close to the vest this week, I think. That
yeah.
Carrie, what are you making?
I am making a sugar scrub.
Sugar scrub, awesome! Oh my gosh,
mostly organic.
Your sugar scrub, my heating pad, excellent spa night.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, that sounds really nice. And then with Abby's,
you're gonna pair it with something really fun. Okay, you guys, I am so excited to share, and we're going to wait for a couple more people to come on. I just want to say thank you so much for everybody who has already tuned in, and please shoot us where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. I always like to make sure that if you're a crafter or if you own a small business, please let us know what you make and put a link to your store in the comments, because we love to support other makers here on our live crafting nights. So make sure to do that. Or if you're just an avid crafter, tell us what you make, because we'd love to start a chat about that. But anyway,
what are you making, Taylor? Or did you want to, are you telling us what you're making, Abby? Sorry.
I was just letting everybody come on, but we were going through some of our Pinterest boards the other day. If you haven't checked out Pinterest.com, and especially if you haven't gone over to @SimplyMadeLocal at Pinterest, you need to do that, because we are so prideful of all of the hard work. Ryan runs that program, and we just are so proud of her because our Pinterest boards are so beautiful, and we're just so thankful for everybody who goes on there every month just to take a look at what we put out. The numbers are just soaring, and we're just very excited. It really motivates us to keep going and to be working so very hard for all of you guys. So thanks for checking that out.
And tonight's board is inspired, all of our gifts were inspired by, it's called Best Handmade Gifts to Give. And the whole Pinterest site, even if you're a longtime viewer, has gotten a total revamp. I'm almost done, like 99% done. So come check it out. I've been refreshing boards, labels, all kinds of stuff. So come check it out again.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
It's so cool. So anyways, so we were on there and we love to try to find the coolest things out there in the crafting world, and then we bring them into our board. So if you really don't know what to search for on Pinterest, we've done all the hard work already for you. So you just go on there at Simply Made Local, and then just look at all of the things that we have compiled together. We put them in really cool groups, and then you're just going to see some really awesome talent out there that we've kind of collected. But what is just blowing up right now are drums, hot chocolate bombs. Oh my gosh, if you don't know what these are, then you're like me a week ago.
Right? I just learned.
Yeah. They have just blown my mind. Oh my goodness. And it is just so exciting. So if you don't know what a chocolate bomb is, I am going to dive all into that with you. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to make it so simple to learn how to do that. And you're going to watch it all here tonight. So we're going to get that going. So who else is left? Taylor, what are you
just me.
Taylor, what are you making?
Okay, so I am doing I'm making another ornament. And if any of you have followed along, we made ornaments a couple weeks ago. And honestly, I kind of felt like mine was a bit of a fail. It didn't go the way that I wanted it to. And I kind of planned on possibly giving those out as gifts. But it didn't feel right. It wasn't me. And if you know me, felting is my thing. I love to do felt flowers. I love felt. Mm-hmm. So I kind of took a step back and realized, okay, this is what I want to give out as gifts. This is so much more me. My family knows that I love to do this. So I'm going to be doing handmade felted ornaments. So I'm actually going to be bringing like a hand sewn component into it, which I've never done before. So I'm kind of mixing something that I'm really familiar with something that I'm not familiar with. So we'll see how these turn out. I'm really excited because some of the things that I've seen, the inspiration that I've, gotten for this particular project, they're beautiful. So I'm really excited to kind of see how this goes. So
I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And also your Walter ornaments were adorable.
I think so too. I love them.
They're so cute.
I think maybe if I had just done it a bit different and maybe cooled it with the glitter.
No.
Just a bit. Yeah. Maybe next time. We'll see.
No, I love it. I love what you did. So if anybody is not quite familiar what we're talking about, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we did our live night doing handmade ornaments. So every week, like I said, we come to you with a different project that is kind of trending out there. And then we are 4 different crafters with 4 different abilities and expert levels and all that stuff and different tastes. So we all kind of do a different spin on a different idea every Thursday. And I know it can get a little chaotic because we're 4 girls all over the place crafting, but you know what? You're not going to see this anywhere else. We are, you're going to see 4 different DIY videos all in one video. And you can catch all of our past videos on YouTube by searching at Simply Made Local, or right here on our Facebook page, you'll be able to look at all of our lives. Last week we did not go live because it was Thanksgiving and we were spending time with our family, but we did put up a really cool tutorial for you to be able to do at your own leisure. It was making, I have them here actually.
I love this one.
I showed you our secret. So we have a secret on what we use for artificial snow. So if you want to learn a really cool trick for artificial snow with all the ingredients that you probably already have in your home, please go on over to YouTube and check us out. And while you're there, we appreciate any likes and subscribes to our channel. So this is what we made. It is a candle holder, and it's got some berries, artificial snow, really pretty up on the mantle. So you can check that out on YouTube.
It's so much prettier to me than any of the little styrofoam ball snow that you get from the craft store.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that I'm still picking that up off the floor. So
That's
watch our video and please, for the love of God, just please use the artificial snow trick, people, because I'm still picking the little foam balls off the floor. So
it's so funny. And you know what? I was at Dollar Tree and they had the fake snow and it had like pink glitter mixed in, and that was kind of setting, or maybe it was like a rainbow. I don't know, something like that.
That's the kind I got. I got that one for last week's snow globes.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Well,
it's like, that's my jam, so it didn't bother me, but that's not your aesthetic for sure. So
yes. So our secret is definitely a really cool one. So be sure to check that out. I think we are all set to go. So
Yeah,
Ryan,
we
do
need to-
you want to talk about your ingredients, and let's get going.
So my ingredients are actually pretty simple. You just need some fabric of your choice and some rice. Optional is any if you want to like add lavender in it or any kind of essential oils. I know people do that a lot in these. I'm just going with plain rice because I didn't have enough lavender to like make it worthwhile. And two, like I like to add essential oils on it depending on my mood or whatever. So I'm just doing plain rice. So I picked up 2 different fabrics from the Hobby Lobby. This is one side. I got some Pretty Bee fabric.
I love it.
I didn't want them to be seasonal. I wanted this to be a gift that could be, you know, stylish all year round.
I like that idea.
And then I was showing this to the girls the other day. I got a really big bag of rice. I want to show it because long grain rice is the best. You need basmati or jasmine rice because it's long grain and it will actually last longer within your pouch or your bag or whatever you're putting it in. It won't rot as fast. Rices that have a higher water content, like brown rice, will actually start to rot in like within a year, but this rice can last up to like 5 or more years.
Which
That is
makes
wonderful.
sense because I think I've had some that I maybe didn't use the long grain rice, and
And it starts to smell funky after you keep heating it. The nice thing about rice heating packs is that you can put them in the freezer and put them in the microwave. So that can be a cold pack if you have like some sort of injury that needs like inflammation reduction. Or it can go in the microwave if you need some muscle soothing things. That's my jam. Like I love to like put it around my neck or like draped over my shoulders. So I made mine 8 inches across by 21 inches long. And what I'm actually going to do is make it into compartments. So first things first, got my trusty sewing machine over here, and I'm going to tilt this down.
Where'd that come from?
You like that one, didn't you? I had it ready. So
her craft room's just insane, so it makes sense that she'd just be able to like pull that over.
I'm not going to go all the way around on this one. I just kind of wanted to show you. So I pinned right sides together, and I just sewed a straight line all the way around the edge, leaving a small section in the middle. All right, then I flipped it inside out, and I ironed it flat. Then I still have my little hole up, oh, wrong end. I still have my hole here, and I'm gonna pour some rice in and push it, smush it to the end, and then sew a line. And then I'm just gonna repeat that 3 more times. So I'm gonna get started on that.
All right. Cool. I think that is such a lovely gift. And that was the whole point of why we wanted to do this here. I think, you know, and I've said this so many times on our videos, this has just been a very difficult year. So to be able to give the gift of something handmade, I think a little bit more love goes into those gifts. Yeah. It's a little more thoughtful, more so than like a gift card or something like that. And so I think if you were to give more handmade gifts this year, it would probably change a lot of people. It would be, a lot of people would be very thankful for that. So we thought, let's just get some handmade gifts going. And I love what we've chosen. And that's like giving somebody a hug, Ryan, a warm compress.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so what I did, I wanted to do 3 main compartments. So I'm just from the end, I'm measuring up 7 inches. I'm putting a little marker here because that's where I'm going to sew. And then the next one, same thing. I'm going up to 7 inches. And you can make these little compartments as big or as small as you want. I just want to keep that as my guide so that when I'm filling the pouch, I know, okay, well, this is where my line is going to be. This is where I'm going to sew. So I don't want to fill it too much in that section for it to like be overwhelming, or I won't be able to sew a line there. So what I did was 1 red solo cup nearly full to the top, and that seems to be a pretty good filler for each pouch.
Wow.
I know that's not a very accurate measurement, but everybody has a red Solo cup, right?
They
Yeah.
should. Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and sew a line and then repeat the next two.
Okay, very cool.
And I'm going to go to you so you don't have to hear the sewing machine.
All right, so very thoughtful. Okay, so I'm going to jump into mine because I know that I left you guys in suspense. So if you're wondering what is a hot cocoa bomb, so they're called hot chocolate bombs, hot cocoa bombs. I'm telling you guys, this blew my mind, and I'm so excited because I have a lot of younger kids in my family, as well as some teenagers that are still young at heart. So this is going to be a really fun gift to be able to give to all of my nieces and nephews. And
business
friends.
partners, friends that are also.
And let me tell you, this is something that you can get super creative. So there is really no limit to where you can go on these. If you can stuff it in this chocolate, then it goes. I'm telling you. So feel free to get very creative. So tonight I'm going to be making the bombs, and what they are is they are chocolate. Use a chocolate mold, and they are chocolate spheres that you fill the inside with hot cocoa powder. And like I said, you can go really anywhere with this. Tonight, I'm going to do hot cocoa powder and some peppermint marshmallow.
Ooh, peppermint marshmallows.
Yeah. And so you fill that inside this chocolate case, and then you give that as the gift, and you can decorate it any way you'd like on the outside. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a snowman version because I got these really, really cool cups from the Dollar Tree. I know. So I'm going to do this with snowman basket. So that's going to be the gift tonight. I'm going to be showing you how to do a gift basket with the hot cocoa bomb, and how to kind of spruce it up. And I'll tell you that I did not spend a lot of money on these, so I was able to get extras for a lot of different people. So I got enough to make some for neighbors and my son's teachers and things like that. So this is just a really thoughtful, inexpensive gift that is probably going to make somebody smile. So anyways, going back to the bomb. So when you take the chocolate bomb out, the hot cocoa bomb out of the thing, you just plop it into 1 cup of hot milk, and the outer chocolate shell melts away, and you have a wonderful cup of hot cocoa. And I just think that the experience is what you're giving, and that is just something fun and new right now. But like I said, I had no idea about this till about a week ago. So this is going to be my first time making them tonight. I'm going to go over some ingredients with you. So we're going to see how it goes. I will tell you, I already had some fails in the kitchen because I am a crafter, I'm not a baker. Let me repeat this again. I am not a baker. Now I know that goes hand in hand for some people, Miss Ryan, wink, wink. But it is not for this crafter. So, but this was kind of fun because it wasn't to the extremes of baking. So I felt like I could do this, and it was fairly easy. So you're getting this from a first timer here, and that experience. So what you're going to need to do these hot cocoa bombs is, first of all, you're going to need the mold. So this is the mold here. It comes in 6 holes, I guess, 6 holes. And they're about, okay, don't get confused here. These are about the size of a baseball. When I first went out to collect supplies, I thought they were the size of like a truffle. You know, you think of like a little bomb you throw in. No. So make sure that the mug that you gift to somebody has a large rim, enough to fit like a baseball in it. So don't make that mistake. That was my mistake 1. So first of all, you'll need these molds. You can get these on Amazon. I did also see some local vendors selling this in the area here in Southern California, in the Temecula area. So if that's where you're from, you can get those. Like I said, you're going to need a mug. Oh wait, let me go back to the chocolate bomb. Sorry. Okay, restart. You need the mold. You need some chocolate. I did buy some milk chocolate chips, and then I also got some melting chocolate that was white chocolate. And I only did the white chocolate today, but you can use regular chocolate chips. I did a double boil situation to melt that chocolate. So you're going to need, 2 pans, some water. And then that's all that you need to make the actual chocolate sphere. And then I'm using the peppermint marshmallows I got from Trader Joe's. I got hot cocoa mix in the bag. You can use any hot cocoa. In my basket, I'm going to put some candy canes, some little mini candy canes. I did get some little gingerbread men cookies, and I got this basket from the Dollar Tree. It's this cute little tub, and then I got some filler. So that's what you're going to need. And then if you want to do this specific design for the snowman, I do have some gel icing, some black gel icing, and then I made a little nose. So you're going to need something for Frosty's nose.
Very
I'll tell
cute.
you, I got real creative in my kitchen. I had some heart candy sprinkles. I chopped it in half. That made the shape of a carrot. And then I applied some orange food coloring on top of it, and there you go.
Look at you.
I was like, where am I? Okay, so that's what I have, and I'm gonna just kind of tell you what I'm starting first, and then I'm gonna put the camera down so that you can watch, so that you can get started with the other girls. But I did not want to make the chocolate here live, just because I felt like that's pretty self-explanatory. So I'll just kind of walk you through it. I took the melting wafers, the chocolate wafers, and I melted that down in a double boil, which is just a pan inside another pan that has water. Consistently stirring, you're going to get a really nice chocolatey texture, thickness. So then you take your molds, and this mold comes, like I said, in a 6. I did find this trick, I think it was on TikTok, of a lady who actually cut her molds out. So she's cut them into just the one circle in itself. I'm telling you, that would make this situation 100 times easier. So that is a trick that I want to share with you. Cut your molds into individuals, and then once you fill them, you're gonna just get a muffin tin, and you're just gonna set the individual into the muffin tin to kind of harden, and you'll put that in your freezer. So the technique that I did was I just put about 2 spoonfuls of the chocolate inside the mold, and then I just kind of swished it around. I did use the spoon to make sure to kind of come up onto the edges here, and I did get a lot of chocolate all over the place. And then once I had the chocolate in all of them, I kind of did this and just made sure to give it a nice even coat. And then I tried to wipe some of the excess chocolate off with my spatula so that I could make more. And then you just set that in a freezer for about 10 minutes and it's good to go. And then this is what you're going to see. You're going to have that hard casing here, and then you're just going to pop this out. And I went through probably about 3 of these before I realized a technique on how to do it. So don't try to like bend the silicone down, because you'll just pop the side of that shell right to pieces. So your thickest piece is here at the bottom, because that's where all the chocolate kind of fell to. So I feel like if you just kind of hold on to at a very outer edge, not here, and if you just kind of hold that and you push just at the bottom where it's the thickest, you can just pop that shell right out. So that is a technique that I recommend. Don't push on the side. So here you go. There's half of that bomb. So I have made all the other pieces, and you're just going to fill them. You're going to melt that, and then you're going to have that bomb. And I'm going to show you how to decorate it into Frosty. So I'm going to get started popping the rest of these out, and then I'm going to melt the rim. And you do that by using a hot plate or your stove. Turn it on, get it warm, then turn it off. You're going to dip this down. You're going to see me do this now, and then you're going to fill and connect the pieces. So I'll do that while the other girls get started.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Carrie, you can go ahead. You have a lot more pieces than I do. Mine is fairly simple.
Okay, so we tried this recipe out earlier today, my daughter and I, so I'm fairly certain this works pretty well. Basically, all you need is a bunch of sugar, which I have a giant Ziploc bag full of. I don't use a whole lot of sugar around here anymore. Coconut oil, Aldi is the place to get this, $4.
Oh, nice. That's a good tip.
And it's organic, so.
Nice.
Mason jar. I'm using kind of a bigger one. Sometimes I wish I had tiny ones because it's nice and it's easier to fill a million of these, but I've got a big one, so if somebody's getting a big old batch of sugar. And then I just have like measuring spoons and wooden spoon and a glass bowl because I'm using essential oils, and you do not want to use plastic with essential oils because they will eat your plastic. So all glass, wood spoons, all that fun stuff. And then I have a little bit of this leftover like rope twine that I'm going to use to make a cute little bow. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. And I made a little tag, and my fantastic graphic designer husband made me cute little stickers to stick on it. So I'm all set here.
Love it.
I am also attempting a poinsettia felt flower for the top of the jar. So we'll see
Yay.
how that works out. But I'm going to make my sugar scrub first.
Can I just say that I love having a felt flower friend?
I know. I'm like, yay, more flowers. So the recipe I tried is basically you use like half a cup of coconut oil to a quarter cup of sugar. I saw an opposite sugar scrub recipe where they use more sugar than coconut oil, so you can kind of play with it and see what consistency you like the best. But that's the one I'm going with. So I'm gonna get started mixing that. You just need your coconut oil at like room temperature. So if it's cold, stick it on the stove for a few minutes so it kind of softens up a little bit. And yeah, mine's a good consistency here. I thought that you would want it melted, but you don't. You want it soft, not melted. So just smash a bunch of coconut oil in here and measure that out. And then you measure your sugar in it, mix it up. And then I am actually adding some lavender and a little bit of sandalwood essential oils to this one. So it is soft and relaxing and good for the skin. So that's pretty much it. It's a really easy recipe to do. Like my 5-year-old helped me today. So that's how easy it is. And I'm just going to get going with mixing all this stuff, and then I'm going to put my flour together and kind of dress up the jar. So Taylor.
Okay, so like I said, I don't have a ton of materials or anything, nothing too fancy, but I will show you guys what I got going on here.
A whole thing fit into this thing. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's just crazy.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is glorious. Is it? It looks nice.
Yeah.
And then there goes mine.
So this is probably the hardest part.
So I have felt hearts front and back. I am going to be sewing these together using embroidery floss and needle. I have my poinsettia pieces here. Those will be getting glued on. And I also have my holly leaves here that I have cut out with felt. I always use my Fiskars scissors, my fine point. These are fantastic, and I recommend these for anybody who does felting. They really help with those super small details. And I just use I recommend any of the small felt pieces from, or felt sheets from Hobby Lobby. They have probably the best selection, I would say. And it goes on sale a lot. So these are probably like, I think 30 cents a piece, but you can often get them for half off. So I always recommend that. They always have a really nice color selection. And it's just the easiest to work with, I think, because they're the softest. And then I will be adding a few different little sparkly pieces to the middle of mine as well. I also have, after I get all this glitter off my hands, some fluff to put in the middle of my heart as well. So it will be kind of like a little fluffy heart as well. So, oh, and then ribbon as well so that I can hang it from the tree. So that is what I am going to be working on. I just have to thread my needle here, which is easier said than done because it's been a while, but we'll see.
You can do it.
I should have just taken it to our extraordinaire over there, Ryan, who's our crazy sewer.
So I'm just gluing my
Sorry,
points
I'm
here
muted.
because I'm not that good with a sewing needle. So
Okay, so I'm glad am making more than one of these because this first one, I remember I told you guys that 1 cup would fill it well, but it didn't once I started sewing the thing, and I'm like, oh, it needs more in each square. But then once you put more in each square, it's really freaking hard to sew. I'm a pretty decent sewer, and I don't normally sew some crazy lines like this. So I'm gonna try this one and pre-sew, just leaving a tiny little hole that I could probably hand stitch if I had to, but would be easier to get on the sewing machine. And then also I wanted to do like a finishing edge around, and you can see I started here on this one, but I've already broken 2 needles. Sewing needles and rice do not mix. I've just discovered. So this is probably going to be mine, and I'll give this other one away. So now I'm trying a different technique. See how that goes.
That's how a lot of this ends up being.
Yeah, right.
I forgot how thick sandalwood oil is, so this might take a minute. I'm only doing a few drops of sandalwood because if you guys have ever seen the price of sandalwood essential oil, you would understand. Lots of lavender, a little bit of sandalwood. You really don't need that much of sandalwood either, but you can use all kinds of different oils. And I like to put essential oils in until I can like smell it. A lot of recipes will be like 10 drops, and that's just sometimes not enough. So I throw it in until I can like really get a good whiff of it. So I'm hoping this is enough sugar scrub for this jar. If not, I'm gonna have to throw a little more in.
I have an essential oil question for you.
Yes.
I've been curious about this for a while, and I'm glad you were talking about them because I was wondering, do essential oils, if you like keep them over time, do they ever like lose their smell, like potency? You know what I mean? Like,
not, I mean, they say they can. They say they like last only a certain, I don't know. I have oils that are like 7 years old probably that I don't use very often, and they still smell great and they still work. So I personally don't think they really expire, but technically could be just a marketing thing too. They say they do expire at some point, but I don't know. Some people go through their essential oils like crazy. I don't use them as much as that because they're potent things. So I guess it depends on how much you use them, how long they last. But like I said, I have plenty that I've had for quite some time and they're still great. So it's a toss up.
All right, so I am really discovering a lot of things here. Okay, so if you're seeing what I've got going on here, this is a hot plate that I have, and I'm just kind of leaving them on a turned off hot plate. This is not hot, it's just warm, until it melts an even ridge. So if you see in the beginning, it's kind of hard to see with the camera. Oh, there you go. See how there's those ridges there? So I'm melting that to be all smooth, and then I'm filling. I tried doing one with the entire bag, and it was just too much, I think. So it didn't close well. So there's attempt 1. So then attempt 2, I think I did a little bit more in there, but I didn't, I think I left the chocolate on the plate for too long and it really weakened those sides. So I kind of got a little bit of a wonky ball. So that's what happens when you leave it on the hot plate too long, because I thought that maybe I needed to do a lot of melting on the rim for it to really get encased. But that didn't work either. So then my last one here, I did a very short amount on the hot plate, just so it got smooth, and then I took it off and then I filled it probably about 3/4 of a bag, so it wasn't too full, and a couple marshmallows, and then I was able to get a really nice sealed one. So that's the trick, apparently. So here I'll go one more time, and then I'm going to fill it with yeah, about 3/4 of hot cocoa.
Glad you're doing these.
Yeah, this actually wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, of course, why would it be, you know, but the filling the actual pieces. So I'm glad that I'm kind of figuring out some of those issues, and hopefully that will save you some broken pieces. But I'll tell you, they are really delicious to eat, and make, you know, if you mess up, make yourself a cup of hot cocoa and call it a day. So there we go there. Put some more of these marshmallow guys in there. Be careful not to touch anywhere near where you melted, because it's very weak, because you just put that on the hot plate. So it's compromised a little bit. And then you're just going to apply the other piece right there on top. Oh, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. Looking good.
Yeah, and I'm not good at measurements, you guys. It is like my weakness. I cannot figure out what size bowl to use for leftovers ever, things like that. So I did not make quite enough sugar scrub, so I'm making a little, like a half batch more. And if I have leftovers, then bonus, I get some sugar scrub. So.
All right, so I am now going to decorate my snowman.
Very cool.
So there, yeah, there's the bomb right there.
Very cute.
So ladies, just kind of a fun Christmas question. If there is one crafting supply that you wish Santa would bring you this year, what would it be?
Taylor, are you trying to get your shopping list
Put
done?
me on the spot.
Yes.
I know what mine would be, but
What's yours?
it's completely out of the question.
What?
I'm just saying, if Santa Claus was going to bring it to me, or asked me exactly what I wanted, this is what it would be.
A glow forge.
Yeah,
Glow forge.
that's what it would be. How'd you know?
Oh, no, that's what I want.
I don't even know. I'm like into these little scissors you just mentioned, Taylor, but
That's so funny, Taylor. That's what we all want for Christmas. We
I'm
want
going to ask for a glow forge, and
Some
Carrie's
kind
going to
of
ask for
metal.
Fisker scissors.
right?
Carrie,
I'm
I'll buy you a
thinking
pair of
too, you
Fisker
guys.
scissors, okay?
I also need like a Cricut mat or something to cut on, because I keep stabbing my table because I don't think about it until the last minute.
I was glad I found
self-healing
this
one?
one. It's an old quilting one that I've had for years and years. It was just like over on the side, and I'm glad I pulled it out. It's saving my tables too.
Yeah, the last
So-
time I think I used cardboard. So something like an actual cutting board for crafting would be fantastic.
So my husband and I, we do woodwork, but every single year we get a lot of requests from friends and family to do our cutting boards. And a lot of the time, you know, people will
Yes.
give them away for gifts and stuff. And so we have this laser engraver, but it's not a glow forge. It's a very cheap version. And every single time I go to turn this thing on and watch its, you know, sad attempt, I think, oh my gosh, I need a glow forge so bad. So that's okay. One day, maybe Santa Claus will bring me one. And by Santa Claus, I mean my husband.
Yeah.
1 year. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I am just applying Frosty's face here, and I wish that I could do this under the camera for you, but I can't be very precise. Oh my gosh, how funny is that? I should just leave it like that. He's like, oh, well. Okay, so I'm just adding some real simple dots here to the mouth, 2 for the eyes. This does not take very much talent here, but there you go. There is my snowman face.
That's
You
cute.
can see, you know, that half of a heart I dyed orange. I did that with some red and yellow food coloring. It was
That's so
originally
smart.
and then that's what you got. So I put that right into a cupcake liner. So that's what it's going to sit in my basket. But there you go, a hot cocoa bomb. So all you would do is drop this guy into a 1 cup of hot milk, and your recipient has a lovely hot cup of cocoa.
So cute.
All right. So
My sugar scrub is all in the jar. Now I'm gonna dust this thing up so it doesn't look just like a jar of coconut oil with sugar in it.
So now I've got my basket. I'm going to fill my basket with some filler.
I'm nearly done with my heart. We are just finishing up the edges, and then I'm going to be putting my stuffing in here and then putting my poinsettia on.
Now, I just want to tell you guys, if you're new to viewing Simply Made Local, then you might not have known, but we also write articles on our blog on the website. So we have a crafting blog that just highlights all amazing things that are handmade. You know, we really appreciate all of that handmade talent out there. And so one of the funnest things that we get to do here at Simply Made Local is we scour all of social media, Pinterest, the internet, for some of the best, most talented handmade artists that just have their own small business, and they're doing an incredible job hanging in there and just flourishing right now in these times, which I'm just so proud of these makers. But anyways, so we pick a topic once a month, and then we just go out. We work really, really hard on this article. So we are just so appreciative that so many people have been enjoying them. And this month, last week, we put up November's, and you're so lucky because we've got December coming this weekend. So, so last week we did a whole article on Baby Yoda, which now has a new name, so we can't even really call it Baby Yoda anymore, but we're going to for this purpose.
It'll always be Baby Yoda.
So we're going with Baby Yoda. I mean, you guys, come on. I don't know who else is not obsessed with the but it's just some really, really cool stuff that people are doing right now, handmade on that. So Carrie did a fantastic job. And then we did a collaborative effort, right, girls?
Thank God.
Yes, that one was fun.
Thank God we collaborated.
We are putting out our holiday gift guide. So we've got we've done all of the ideas for you. We have found some of the craziest, some odd gifts in there. Some really, really,
really rad, different things, and I like it.
Absolutely on this one.
And I think I know which one you're talking about, Abby. And I
no, there's multiple. I love it.
There's one in particular that that they've been giving me a lot of.
No, it's rad. Everything in there is rad.
Everything is. It really is. And I'll tell you, you know, we don't get us wrong. We do have the no, I don't think we have candles this time. No, I'm sorry. We've got some body stuff. We've got, you know, the gifts that, you know, everybody still enjoys getting. Don't get me wrong. I love a good candle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love a good body scrub. But we tried to find some gifts that nobody would ever ask for. You're not going to find these on
for sure,
because people don't really know that they need these gifts in their lives. So
were like impossible to buy for. We got you. Plethora of things to pick from here.
We've got you. We've got I think 24 vendors participated in this article. I don't know, something bananas like that. Yeah, and so there's just
Yeah.
find something on this list that is perfect for that hardest person on your list, then I can't help you. We can't help you. So just go. Just,
Yeah, seriously.
go. Gift cards. That's when gift cards come into play.
It is.
So, but yeah, we have a lot of fun. So you're going to find that up on our social media, on Facebook and Instagram on Saturday. We're going to do some sneak peeks. I know that if you go on over there at Simply Made Local, you're going to find a sneak peek today and a sneak peek tomorrow, and then we'll have that live up on our blog on Saturday. So that's really exciting. We have got so many new members, so vendors joining us this week and last week. Everybody's just putting their stuff up on the boards, making that available for people for Christmas. And we're just having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun over there at simplymadelocal.com. So, okay.
Yeah, it's been really fun. The talent has been just insane. And the amount of really amazing things that have been uploaded is just so cool. And I don't know if it's just this whole quarantine thing and everything else. It's just like, you know, force people to stay home, and like they've actually gotten to like put time into what they actually want to do. Because I know that's how it works for me. I'm like, oh, I have to stay home. Oh darn it, I have to craft something. And then, you know, you're kind of forced to like actually spend time on something you want to do.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's kind of cool.
All right, so I'm just going to start to assemble this basket. If you're just checking in with us, if you are watching this as a replay and not in the live, you'll be able to check out these finished products on
Saturday?
Saturday?
Sunday this week.
This weekend.
Saturday
You'll be able to
vlog,
find that on our social media. You'll be able to see the final outcome of all of these guys, as well as our past tutorials. So you'll be able to find every tutorial on our Facebook Live, our Facebook videos, can't talk anymore, as well as our YouTube channel. So don't forget to check out there. And if you subscribe, if you hit that little bell, you'll get notifications whenever we upload a new tutorial. So we thank you for checking that out.
Oh my gosh, y'all, that method was so much better. Straight finish seam, one in there. Yeah. I'm super excited. I figured it out.
Yay, Ryan. Super cool. Another
I don't know if this is working, but I like it. It's cute.
That I saw on here that I could crush up some of these candy canes and sprinkle that right on the top of the bomb as well. So you can get really creative, and a lot of people do the normal milk chocolate one. So you can really put that candy cane on there. That'll pop. You can do like caramel pieces, or really sprinkle different designs.
I saw a boozy one today.
Yes, you could put booze in them. So fun. I'm going to put a couple of these candy canes in there. And I found some gingerbread men. I'm going to put those guys in a little baggie. A lot of this stuff I found from the Dollar Tree, so I was really excited to be able to assemble this gift that just is going to make somebody smile. And it didn't break the bank.
Always nice. All right, I don't know if this poinsettia is working perfectly, but that's going to be the top.
Ooh, pretty.
I stole some beads from my daughter, so I'm going to make those in the middle. We're going to see how that works out.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap that up, put those little gingerbread men up there, and I think I'm good to go. So I got this cute little basket. It's got your cookie, it's got your bomb, it's got your mug, and then they did have these basket covers. So I'll actually, since this is open, I'll wrap this in a piece of plastic. I'll put a really nice bow on it, but I'm gonna get a picture of this to kind of show you guys. So I'll be putting this up on Instagram so that you guys will know what we're making this week. So that is it for me, and I'm done. What a fun gift. Oh, and then I was even going to take it up a notch because, you know, so for some of the older teenagers, I guess I can put this back up on me. Hi. For some of the older teenagers, I'm going to get them some gift cards. I hope they're not watching. And, I'm just going to put that right here inside the mug as well. And so they'll have a nice gift card, and you could do that with coworkers. You could do this as a white elephant gift, even though it's not real funny. It's nice. I would want this. You could do this with teachers. I'm doing that, and neighbors. This makes a really great neighbor gift. So, all right, I'm done.
This actually, this makes a really good, and it's really not that difficult. You don't have to go crazy like I did and put a poinsettia on top if you don't want to.
Well, and you know what is kind of nice too? They're good gifts to have because you can make them in large batches. So it's kind of nice to just even have, not even necessarily those extra baskets, Abby, or like the ones with the poinsettias on them. You could just make extras of the balms or just the scrubs and have those with like a little tag on them or something. So like, you know, sometimes there's those people where they or not accidentally, but they give you a gift and then you realize, oh my gosh, I need to give them something too. And so it's kind of nice to just have something to grab and just hand them like, here, Merry Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
That is
kind of just have something on hand.
Taylor, I'm not sure if this poinsettia is like fantastic, but this is my
pretty.
So that on that point, my husband knows that I'm notorious for overbuying for everything, for every event. Yes, I know, but I have this internal fear that somebody's going to get left out. Like somebody will show up. I always get extra presents just lying around the house just in case, because I just don't ever want anybody to be left out. I have a thing. Maybe I was left out as a child somewhere and it scarred me and I don't remember. I'm not sure. But yes,
inner work you need to have.
Especially Ryan's. You could give those out for birthday gifts and all year long. Make a whole bunch of those. Super cool.
I'm really excited about my little sticker that hubby made me.
That's so cute.
It's all professional like.
It's adorable, Carrie. I really like the poinsettia.
It's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
But I mean, you can always trim those down a little if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I might too. I'm not sure. I'm gonna stare at it for a while and see if I like it.
Well, I'm just glad I perfected this method because I have stacks of fabric over here to make these. So,
you know, we were talking kind of before we got started that Ryan could be doing eye masks with those.
Yeah,
you can make smaller ones. There's
you
really
could do
so much
little
you can do
square
with
hand warmers too, like just to pop in your pocket. That's I was gonna make some of those with like, just because it's kind of an uneven size of fabric that this particular fabric came in. I was thinking about making them and just keeping them in my camper.
So cool. I love it. I love that idea. I love the way these came together. So next week, next Thursday on Facebook Live, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be back. We're going to do part 2 of this series. So we're going to pick 4 more handmade gift ideas. So don't worry if none of these will work for you. We're going to come back next week with a whole new 4 set, maybe even more. I don't know. Sometimes we get here and we like
crazy.
So we'll bring you some more ideas. So don't worry there. Or we're going to give you a variety. So that's what you get here with us. And that's exciting. So I think we're almost about to be done. I want to see the finish of Taylor's here. That's really exciting what she's got going on.
I don't know if I'm loving this, but
so this is the finished flower, but I have to put the middle on, so I just have some sparkles, but
it's so cute.
It is very
and then
cute.
I need to add my ribbon, but it's on a little stuffed heart on the back,
cute.
And then it'll have a ribbon up here at the top.
You could even like stitch your initials, get super cute.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You could personalize the back with the year maybe, or
and cute. Even that heart would be cute even for Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah. So I thought that this was really cute, and I love personalized ornaments. I love opening the box of ornaments and going through all of them every single year. That's one of my favorite things to do. So giving these as gifts is, you know, something super sweet and special. And like Abby was saying, this year hasn't exactly been the greatest for everyone. So if you can give a little bit of Christmas cheer, you know, it's the least that we can do.
That's true.
Yes, I absolutely agree. So there you have it. You have 4 really awesome gifts here that we showed you tonight. I hope you enjoyed them all, or at least one. And I hope you come back to join us next Thursday for part 2 of our handmade gifts. If you haven't gone over to the blog recently, please check out that Baby Yoda article. You will not regret that you did. And please support this weekend's gift guide. You know, it's just so important to shop small this year. There's a lot of people that are really dependent on that income. So if you know, if it works out for everybody, you could really make a difference in an artist, in a local artist's life. So thank you for checking that out, as well as all of the amazing vendors at simplymadelocal.com in our virtual marketplace that is open 24/7 for your shopping needs. And we have no capacity maximum there. So feel free to come on in and take a look around. No mask required. So please check that out and support those vendors. We really, really appreciate that. And there's just some amazing stuff. So we are going to see you next Thursday. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care. We'll see ya.